greedy belly, I accept your offer. 70-30 split to fight with you on April 29th at Wembley. But you will promise to donate to Ukrainian immediately after the fight. On £1,000,000 on every day of your deal, you will pay 1% from your poorest to Ukrainian people.
Venice.
Deal? Hey, greedy belly, I accept your offer.
Ooh, what's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, MJ, for coming through and boosting up them coins. There's no doubt about it. So, we just heard there from your mans, Oleksandr.
Very nice, Oleg. How much?
You can really hit 100%. Oleksandr,
That's nice, Oleg.
Usyk. This video is classic, but I must salute. I don't speak a lick of any other language, so I actually respect everyone. Even though I like to clown dudes, I do respect anyone. I wouldn't know where to start speaking any other language, so people who try, you know what I'm saying? Respect general, 100%. Anyway, let's get to the chase here. Oleksandr Usyk jumped in the cut, accepting Tyson Scary's 70-30 offer. Now, what I will say off the rip is, I don't know where they'd be doing all these weird things at. In as much as Fury came out, every day that it's going to be 70-30, and every day that you don't respond, it's less than 1%. I mean, wait there a minute. You man just had 4 months. You couldn't get done in 4 months, and now you're making terms that are actively changing every day. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand that one. And on that basis, obviously, full respect for Usyk to verbally accepting the 70-30, but I didn't get the last bit where he said, it's 70-30 and every day you pay $1 million. It's just all a bit, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. So is Usyk really accepting the offer or not? Do you know what I'm saying? Because technically speaking, it's 2 or 3 days later now, so is Usyk going to be demanding 70-30 plus 4 mil for Ukraine? Do you know what I mean? It gets a lot messy. We know Tyson Fury messy. I had some cornball tell me, YB, it's not 80-20. Well, you heard Tyson Fury's own words were, yeah, it's 70-30, and if you ain't accept it, it's going down by 1% every day. Well, guess what, people? It ain't been signed. And please don't no one at me and tell me it's done. Don't tell me that. Yeah? Fish Eyes Warren, who, by the way, what you best believe is, Oleksandr Usyk came out and exposed the fact that Tyson Scary didn't want to do it on 60-40, and guess what? TalkSport were nowhere to be found. Frank Warren, nowhere to be found. TalkSport have been all in the video, doing 30-minute videos every day on Conor Benn for a week, for months. And then on Friday, after the big news dropped, after the big exposure on Thursday, there was, I think, a minute snippet of Simon Jordan. Very convenient. And now, got a video coming soon, but now Frank Warren, suddenly, he's jumping back on the TV. Oh, the fight's done. And then he slips in there, subject to contract being signed. Well, listen, Frank, you told us it was all done, it's all signed in December. So don't tell me it's subject, yeah? I'll believe this fight's on when it's on and both people have signed and everyone knows both people have signed. This verbal mishmash, it don't mean nothing. Now, again, I have to say, salute to the YB, because the YB was the one who said Usyk should call his bluff. No one else was saying that one. That's what we do know. That's just the fact. No one else was saying Usyk should be out here, just gas the guy up. Because you've got nothing to lose. Usyk has got nothing to lose. In as much as Usyk accept whatever he's saying, and then you can always pull out anyway and say, nah, you know what, I'm sticking with my 50-50 or my 60-40 kind of thing. Take the power back. And this is how Usyk takes power back. Usyk is now in control. Because either, number one, Tyson Fury is happy to fight for 70-30, and hence Usyk then has the choice to accept 70-30 or pull out. Or the other way of doing things, how it was being done, was that there was an argument. Yeah, Usyk was giving Fury a way out. Oh, well, Fury's the A side and he must get more than 60-40. So, you know what I mean? So Usyk now, he's in the power position. Because all Fury can do is accept 70-30 or make a complete clown, even more of a clown of himself, and exposed that he's absolutely scared to death. Like, if we hear any more revisions now, the ball now is literally in Fury's court. And that's the great play that I have to put my hands in the air and say, I passed Team Usyk. That's just what it was. Yeah, let's not forget, people. Team Usyk for the last 4 months have been saying, we're honest men and we ain't moving from 50-50. And then the YB passed them the game, 60-40, win takes 40. And they went out with that one. And then the YB passed them the game again. I ain't honestly, if I hadn't said it, I wouldn't try and take credit for it, but 100% happened like that. That's how I'm not going to lie to no one. I'm just not going to do it. They were stuck on 50-50. The YB said 60-40. They moved to 60-40. And then the YB said, take the power back and take that 30%. And that's what they've done. So salute for taking the YB's advice. Obviously, 100% coins should be boosted as well. But listen, let's not get into that. Now, part of me does feel like I don't like, well, I'm not, at this point in time, again, I'm sticking with the fighting happening. Yeah? I'll believe it when I see it. Publicly speaking, Fury came out with an offer that was ridiculous, 70-30, and he knew it was ridiculous. And he knows, or he did that, I believe, because he doesn't want to fight. And hence, Usyk accepting. Fury really can't come out again and move the goalpost. That 70-30 BS, that was the ultimate goalpost move. Fury thought that was going to be the absolute, there's no way he's taking this. And then I've got an excuse to fight David Price and David Hay. So we'll see how things play out. But what I'm trying to get at is, it's going to be interesting. Because it's not going to take much time now. We're going to find out how scary Tyson Scary really is. And the fact that Frank Warren saying, the fight, he said the fight's on, but it's subject to, well, do you know what I mean? Like, you basically saying nothing's happening. The fight's on, but it's subject to everything that's been subject to the last 4 months. And this Tyson Fury cat, he had the opportunity to agree with the Saudis. Let's not forget, people, if it's about money, the Saudis, and this is the key principle why I don't believe if it happens, 70% of the Wembley pot is like half of the Saudi pot. Fury could take 50-50 from the Saudis and get paid double of what this 70-30 is going to be. And that's ultimately why I don't believe the fight's going to happen. Now, the only way the fight happens is if Fury really is about principle. John Fury came out and said, it's about principle and we're real fighting men and we need to be treated respectfully and 70-30 is respectful. So we are actually going to find out if Tyson Fury has any morals in that sense. If this really was about Fury establishing himself as, listen, I don't care about the amount of money, I care about being recognised. That's what Fury's implied. Fury's implied it's not about the amount of money, it's about me being given what I'm due. I'm happy to take, essentially, if this fight happening at Wembley, if it gets signed, it means Tyson Fury was happy to take a larger percentage of a smaller pot. But it was about being held in that esteem. If he does that, I will salute him to some extent, in as much as it wasn't all about the money. Fury was just genuinely trying to make a point that I'm not fighting this guy. Fury was happy to blow the fight and not make any money or make less money on the principle that I am the A-side. But ultimately, that's in that same breath, that's why the fight doesn't happen. Because it wasn't about that. This was all about the money. And when a fight's all about the money, you don't fight for 70% of something which was less than the 50% you could have got from the Saudis. So what I expect is going to happen is, there's already talkings now of a June date. What will happen is, the June fight will be on. Yeah? 2-2s. June comes around. Tyson Fury, injury. And that then sets up the Saudi come around. The Saudi fight to come back around in December or whenever, October. That's going to be the play here from Team Fury. Guarantee it. There's no way Fury's getting in there for 70% of a tiny pot. This is never going to happen. Never, ever, not on your Nelly is that going to happen. If I'm wrong, again, I'll salute Tyson Fury for what it's worth. In the same breath, though, I'm a little bit disappointed in Team Usyk, assuming they go ahead with the 70-30. Why? Well, it shows that, because let's not forget, they were also, for me, I like people who do what they say, or kind of, who stand on their 2 feet. Obviously, Usyk's doing that. There's 2 ways to look at it. Number one, you can say, man, listen, Usyk's a dog. He happy to go in there and run it with this guy. But let's not forget, it was only a few days ago, Usyk was saying, listen, we're based on principles. We'll do 50-50. We've got 3 belts, or we'll do 60-40 to the winner. That is our final. And they've since changed that. Do you understand? Which, you know what I mean? Like, initially we were giving Usyk a lot of credit for the fact that, you know what, if you believe you know what I mean, as a man, I'm standing on this. And at the time I said, listen, if Usyk throws away this Tyson Fury fight over principles and goes on to beat Dubois, Hrgovic and Joyce for less money, that is a real dude. Do you know what I mean? However, again, there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can look at it as, number one, Usyk's desperate to get his hands on Tyson Fury, or you can look at it as Usyk was pressured into this point. Usyk's done the maths. Wait there a minute. Fury really doesn't want to fight me. I'm better off taking 30% of a big part, and that's what Fury knew. Fury knew the position he was in. This is all. I've got more videos coming, but you best believe this was all an inside job. Yeah. On the Thursday, out of nowhere, WBA comes out. You're fighting down. WBA told Usyk on the Thursday, you're fighting Daniel Dubois. No more undisputed. You're fighting Daniel Dubois. And it was shortly after that, Usyk comes out and jumps, oh yeah, I'll take the 30%. Do you know what I mean? That, to me, that's what I mean. I see both sides. If Usyk genuinely just wants to get his hands on Fury, but then again, he could have done that though, couldn't he? Yeah? Usyk was all about morals. No, it's 50-50 or 60-40. And then the WBA put the hammer on him, which is a clown move from the WBA's point of view. WBA are in Frank Warren's pocket in that sense. Frank Warren put the call in. Damn, we're looking bad. And let's not forget, people, it's what Tyson Fury said. Tyson Fury didn't just say to Usyk, listen, take 70-30. Tyson Fury had the whole thing. Had the whole shtick. You're going to take 70-30 because you've got to fight Daniel Dubois for peanuts. Make your choice. And that's what I mean when I say I'm a little bit turned off by Usyk. Essentially, Usyk's grabbed his ankles at the command of Tyson Fury. Usyk could have come out 2 weeks ago, before he was pressured by the WBA. Usyk could have come out 2 weeks ago and said, listen, Tyson Fury, I'm that desperate to get my hands on you, I'm taking 70-30. You name a price, I'm fighting you. Usyk didn't do that. Usyk was sticking by 50-50, sticking by 60-40, until the WBA came along and said, listen, you're fighting Dubois next for less money. So at the opportunity, you know what I mean? Like, Usyk had a choice. I'm going to stand by my morals as a man and fight Dubois for less money, but know as a man that I'm solid. Or I'm going to basically dance to Tyson Fury's tune. Because 30% of the Fury fight is probably 10 times bigger than 70% of the Dubois fight. So both men here are essentially just playing their money hand. That's one option. You understand, people? You see what I'm getting at? That's why I can't fully give Usyk all the salute. Fury is a complete goofy, scary clown ball. And that's why, in a way, I would have liked to have sat here today and told you, listen, man, Usyk is a real man. He put his finger up to Fury. Fury knows the deal. If he wants to be undisputed, it's 50-50. Otherwise, Usyk's going to go about his own way and make his own legacy. Punch up Daniel Dubois, punch up Hrgovic, and fight Joe Joyce. And put the pressure on Tyson Fury through greatness. If Usyk beats Dubois, beats Hrgovic, beats Joyce, is in, you know what I mean? I don't think he beats Joyce, but you know, that puts him in, is a real guy. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury is fighting Manuel Cha. Instead, Usyk, there's two, again, I don't know which one it is. Yeah? But like I said, the fact Usyk didn't come out, Usyk could have been out a month ago and said, I'll fight you for 60-40. I'll fight if it's 70-30. He didn't do that. He was all talking about morals. And it's not me. I haven't changed the goalposts here. I'm backing Usyk. I want Usyk to be strong. I want Usyk to say, you know what, Fury? I want Usyk really to stand on what he's been saying. Usyk said, I'm a man. And I know my worth. I'll walk away. It's 60-40 or nothing. And it appears he's buckled at the last moment almost. That's what this is kind of looking like, isn't it? Is it not? Fury's whole attitude of you'll fight Dubois for peanuts and Usyk's literally buckled. All that talk about I'm a real man and it's 60-40 or 50-50, that's just gone out the window, isn't it? That was all talk. It appears to be, at this point in time, it appears Team Usyk were bluffing because they're folded, isn't it? So they weren't really planning on fighting Dubois and doing all the hard lifting, which is what the implication they gave. That's what it means if they go ahead and grab their ankles for Team Fury. No man should grab their ankles. Yeah? As a heavyweight champion, if you have to go along and handle your business, you go along and handle your business. If I have to punch Dubois up, if I have to punch Joyce up, if I have to punch up Hrgovic for peanuts, that's what I'll do. I'm heavyweight champ. Don't have some next man, some next goofball, bare knuckle cornball telling you what you'll be doing. That's what's happened here, people. It was not, again, people have to understand the timeline here. If Usyk could have come out, this could have been a huge power play from Team Usyk. Team Usyk could have come out a month ago and said, bear in mind, in December, it was 60-40. That's what Bob Arum said. Bob Arum said, if it's in Wembley, it will be 60-40. Team Usyk could have come out and said in December, listen, before the WBA pressure me, before I'm backed into a corner, and I'm ordered mandatories, Fury, I want you so bad. I'm so rock hard for you. I'll fight you for 60-40. Team Usyk did not do that. They only have folded when the WBA rang the thing and said, listen, you're fighting Dubois next for sure. That's why they lost. That's why this is not a power play. This is Tyson Fury telling another man, making Usyk grab his ankles. Now, does it mean anything for the fight? Is Tyson Fury... I've already aired Tyson Fury out. I know Tyson Fury is a clown. But I expected a little bit more... Well, we don't know. This, again, it could be two things. It could be Usyk just doing what I advised, i.e. trying to play the power move. Because if Tyson Fury has no intention of taking this fight, which is highly likely, then they'll move some more goalposts. Let's not forget, it was in December it was 60-40, now it's 70-30. There's no telling where Tyson Fury may move the goalpost next. So if Usyk doesn't have, or if Usyk hasn't fully decided yet on 70-30, then I salute the game playing. Because Usyk should be, right now Usyk should be playing the game. I'm going to bluff Fury out and let's take it from there. If Fury sends me back a signed contract for 70-30, I then have the choice. I then have the power to decide. That's what I'm hoping Usyk's doing. And what I hope Usyk isn't doing is just desperately, oh damn, I've got to fight Dubois for less money. Let me just take anything then. That's what I hope he's not doing. Because that's it. It's one or the other. It's looking like he may have caved at the last minute. Because we know for a fact, on Thursday, the WBA said, we're not doing no more of this undisputed stuff. You're fighting Dubois next. That's when Usyk came out with a 70-30 thing. I accept your offer. You know what I'm saying? It's all a bit, I don't know. You know what I mean? And really, truthfully, Usyk shouldn't be in this position. Truthfully, Fury should be a real man. Fury should back half of the stuff he waffles about. And the fight should have been done on a 60-40 when it takes 60. But we know Tyson Fury is a clown. And that's why, in a way, you don't give in. You don't grab your ankles for a clown. Unless... Again, Usyk's playing the game, or unless Usyk loves money like everyone else does. Because how can you... the question is, people. Let's not forget, people. Krasiuk, 3 days ago, said, we're Ukrainian men, we're solid men, we care about morals, we don't care about money. And the interviewer said to him, Boxing Social, or was it Boxing Social? I'm not sure, whoever it was, ID Boxing, one of them cats, said to him, what do you do if Tyson Fury says 60-40? What do you do if Tyson Fury gives you an offer of 60-40? And Krasiuk said, we walk away. Let's not forget that. Do you understand, people? And they all built this up. As a man, we walk away. And I was feeling that. I can respect that. You know what? It's not about the money, it's about the principle. That's flown out the window, isn't it? Now, for boxing's sake, if we care mainly about boxing, then it's great. We get the fight. But from now on, let's drop all this waffle about morals and principles, because these cats ain't got no principles. These cats, they care about the money. Yeah, they want to squeeze, they want to do what's profitable, most profitable, and that's the bottom line. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like I said, just everyone stop capping. We know Tyson Fury is a liar, but I feel a little bit let down by, again, for boxing's sake, it's great that the fight happens. But how do you go from, it's 50-50 or we're walking away, to jumping at 70-30? You know what I mean? That to me is, I'm not sure. And this video isn't a Usyk bashing video. I'm just pointing out what the bottom line is. You shouldn't, for Tyson Fury, you man know how I feel about Tyson Fury in this particular case. But when someone is such a clown, when someone is such a grimy individual, you have to hold yourself above that. And to hear Tyson Fury out here saying, you're going to do this, you're going to take 70-30, and then for Usyk to come out and say, yeah, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? That to me was like, what? And it shows you how powerful money is. Because essentially, Usyk saying, oh, I can fight Dubois for 3 million, or I can take 30%, which is going to be 20 million, 25 million. Which isn't a bad thing, like I said. But you could have done that before Tyson Fury told you to do it. That's what it's about. You know what I mean, as a man. Usyk could have come out, and I'll keep repeating myself, but it's important to get the point. Usyk could have come out a month ago and said, listen, Tyson Fury, I am my own man, and I want you so bad. I'll fight you for 30%. That would have been a boss power move. Yeah? I'm desperate to get in your knickers. And if it means I have to take 30% to get a good sniffing of your nice firm snatch. I've always listen, Usyk could have come out and said, listen, I've been dreaming for years about getting a little taste of that Fury snatch. And if that means I have to take 30% to get a good, you know what I mean, to get a sniffing in your knickers, listen, Fury, if it means I have to take 30% to get in your knickers, that's what I'll do. Usyk has been said that. He wasn't saying that, people. It was when he was pressed. How can you do that? How can you do this? How can you fold and all that you waffled about? The man, Fury, came out and punked this guy. You're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to jump to my tune, or you're going to fight Dubois. This guy said, okay, I'm jumping, I'm dancing. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Now, like I said, it can be equally, other people are saying, wow, Usyk's just really about it. Usyk really wants this fight. And that is the opinion. That is the opinion of people who aren't informed. If you didn't know that the WBA just ordered him to fight Dubois and to F the thing off, it kind of would be a power move. Or if it was Usyk's idea, it would be a power move. But really, nothing's a power move when a one man tells another man what to do and you say, yeah, I'm doing it. Especially after months, I kid you not, for months, Team Usyk have said, we're real men. We walk away. Innit? Let's not forget that, people. It's not a case of Usyk's team could have been saying, listen, people, we're businessmen and we'll do what makes the most business sense. Yeah? And at this point in time, this would make the most business sense. They weren't saying that. They were saying Ukraine and real solid dude and you know what I mean? And that's all gone out the window now. They'd basically been pushed into a corner. And it disgusts me because Tyson, you know what I mean? Tyson Fury is essentially getting what he wants. Even more. I mean, let's not forget. Tyson Fury originally wanted 60-40. Now he's getting 70-30. Where does it end? I mean, if I was Team Fury now, I'd probably come out and say, listen, you're that desperate. And that's how it comes across. Usyk's desperate. And not in a good way either. I wouldn't be surprised to hear 80-20's coming next. Why not? If you're Team Fury, why not? Because clearly Usyk's, you know what I mean, he would have been in a more powerful position to punch Dubois up and then try again. At least at that point, Fury would know, wait there a minute, this guy really is. At this point in time, people, Usyk has not proven to Fury that he is prepared to walk away. Usyk could have walked away, said, listen, it's 50-50 or 60-40 to the winner, or I'll walk away. He could have walked away, fought Dubois for millions of dollars, people. Let's not forget that. It's not like it's not like Usyk would have to fight Dubois and make 200 grand. He's going to make 3-4 million off from that. You know what I mean? So you're still going to make millions of dollars. It's not going to be the 40 million, but it's still going to be millions. And I think that's a winnable fight. We've just seen random bums get off on Dubois. Big stiff Dubois. If you can beat AJ, you can beat Big Stiff Dubois. Go in there, beat Dubois, and then you will have shown the world and backed up what you've been saying, and Fury will then be thinking, listen man, this guy's the real deal. He just walked away. Usyk just showed me by ignoring my offer and fighting Dubois that he really is prepared to walk away. At that point, Usyk has the power. At that point, Fury's at least going to know then, if I want this fight at all, I'm going to have to do 60-40 to the winner. That's now all gone out the window. And now, like I said, now if I'm Team Fury, I'm probably thinking, listen, this guy's just, he will do anything. Yeah? Bear in mind, 24 hours before, it's 50-50 or we walk away. It's 50-50 or 60-40 to the winner or we walk away. That's how, and it was like, Krasik said, he said, look into my eyes. He was on, trust me, he was on some old next thing. He was on some next power trip thing. He said, look into my eyes. 60-40, we walk away, very nice, I like. Yeah, 60-40, I like, very nice. That's what he said, 100%. Krasik said, look into my eyes, I'm very nice, your wife nice, I like, how much? 60-40, or we walk away, yeah? 100%. 60-40 to the winner, or we walk away. That's what it was. Next thing I know, Tyson Fury on a blower. 70-30, you whatever, you Ukraine dosser. And then I see Usyk, yeah, I'll take 70-30. How are we doing that? How are we going from 60-40 to the winner, we walk away, to accepting 70-30? No, that hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it did hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, it did hurt a little bit. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of Usyk fans, and I'm still Team Usyk. But I wanted Team Usyk to be stronger, truth be known. I wanted them to show there is some realness in the game. Really? I just wanted Usyk's team to do what they said they're going to do, innit? They said, if we don't get 60-40 to the winner, we're walking away, and you ain't doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not even, I'm sure there's people out there, it's YB, this is about Tyson Fury, and it is about Tyson Fury, and that's the point. When a man treats you with such disrespect, you have to show that that life's about more than money. And this Usyk bending to Fury's will shows that it's all about money. Which again isn't a problem. But for months now, Usyk's team have come across, they've given it all the real man talk, and that's literally, in 24 hours, it went from Krasik saying 60-40, we walk. Literally said we walk away. To now, you're jumping in the video. It's almost like the WBA put the thing out and Usyk's jumping in, trying to get in before the deadline kind of thing. Okay, now. So it's all a big shambles. You don't know what's mind games from either side. Usyk might be playing mind games. Hopefully he's doing that. I hope he doesn't take the 70-30. On principle. And equally, there's no telling Fury going to sign anyway, people. You know what I mean? It's all a big mess. But one thing we do know, the only thing we do know, is that the fight is not on. Please, if it's the last thing that anyone does, please no one message me telling me, YB, the fight's done, and just don't do it, man. Don't do it. Because you, man, have been telling me that from December. The last thing, if there's anything we know, like I said, probably the only thing we know, is that this fight is not on. It's not. Yeah? Not yet, at least. Will it get done magically? It may do. Right now, it's not. So don't tell me about, they've both done this, they've both done that. This reminds me in a way of AJ versus Fury. AJ and Fury had 2 videos out. Yeah, we accept. How'd that play out? We're essentially back at square one, people. Don't forget, these guys have been stuck up negotiating for 4 months. 2 videos go out and apparently it's all done and all dusted. For April 29th, like that's 6 weeks away. Like Fury didn't want to fight Usyk with a off the back of a Chisora camp. Now you're telling me he wants to jump in on 6 weeks' notice. Again, I'll believe it when I see it, people. Ultimately, Fury is not going to fight for 70% of a tiny pot when he could have fought for 50% of a huge pot. Anyway, lot to think about. Let me know what your thoughts are, people. For boxing's sake, like I said, it's good if you fight. I don't care really. From a pure boxing point of view, it don't matter. If Usyk wants to accept 1%, then good for him. But from the principal's point of view, it did hurt a little bit from one man to another. To see another man grabbing his ankles like that and just acquiescing, rolling over essentially, and folding. Usyk could have stood on his own 2 feet and said, listen, I'm Oleksandr Usyk, and if I have to punch up Danny Dubois, punch up Perkovic and punch up Joe Joyce. That's what I'll do. Before any man tells me what I'll be taking. Fury, come on the video. You're taking 30% and you'll do as you're told. And you... If Usyk came out, yeah, I will actually, because I don't want to fight Dubois. You know what I mean? It's a little bit corny. It was. After all that woofing he did. I don't know. It just didn't... I don't know. And initially, first of all, a lot of people say, oh, wow, Usyk's really about it. And yeah, it might have been. That could have been the case if we didn't know the other bits about. If we didn't know the WBA had ordered it anyway. Let me know your thoughts, people. Fury is, don't get me wrong, let's get something straight here. If nothing else, Fury is a complete chancer, a clown. And that's why people like him, you have to keep them in the position they are. You never listen to what they tell you to do, never. Not in a month or Sundays do you do what they tell you to do. And it's looking that way in that sense. This only gasses Fury up. But if Fury's been ducking, which it appears he's been doing, we'll get to see. Yeah, I mean, if Fury's bluffing, we'll surely see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell 100%.